6:15 in the morning. Technically day 2, but we started day 2 of our trip entirely. The first morning that we've been out here at sea, we passed Cape Flattery way earlier in the morning than we expected to because we had a good outflow current all night. It's starting to lighten up here this morning. It doesn't pick up as much on camera, but compared to the light we had just 15 minutes ago, we have so much more. Our seas are almost, well, the surface of the sea is flat calm. We have a few stray swells, pretty small. It's 6:30 in the morning. Just made a little egg and veggie sausage sandwich. Heading down the coast. We're waiting for a bit more wind, but life's good. We're doing a close hauled course with our engine, one of our engines running, so we're saving the gas of one engine, and we're keeping up a pace at around 6 knots. If we turned off both engines, we'd only be going about 3 to 4 knots, which given the weather window that's potentially closing in about a day or so, we need to get as far as we can south. So we don't want to be going along too slowly at the moment. Once we kind of get to places we know we can stop, then we can be a little more lax. But for now, we need to keep our pace up. So we have one engine going, and the sails are kind of putting in for the rest of that power. It's just about lunchtime here, day 2. We're just heading down the coast of the US at the moment. We're about halfway between Cape Flattery and Aberdeen. And we tried sailing a little bit on my watch earlier this morning. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out. We didn't have enough wind to keep it and make it sustainable. But now we're doing 1-hour watches for the daytime here, and yeah, we've realized that water stopped coming out of the engine that we were running, and we think there's like some sort of kelp or something stuck on the propeller, and it's covering the intake for water. That will be best case scenario. But to find out, we need someone to go in the water, and my dad has a good, more intimate knowledge of this system than any of us, so he has to do the grueling task of getting in the ocean, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, we're about 25 miles 20 miles off the coast of the US.
And nothing around the propeller, Tommy? No. The cap? If we go out, I think that's... Oh, sorry, I was going to tell you about the...
Before I was called to attention for the engine thing, I was just writing, and this is some of what I have come up with so far. I'm writing about this crushed that I have recently at my job. And for all anyone who knows people who I work with, this is all fiction, of course. This is what I wrote. Get the page ready. Oh no, I went too far and got my van plans. This is what happens. There we go. There's a rare kind of day that comes once in a while. It makes the world more easy, makes the heart more riled up. Just my luck, the lottery today. You wake up and you make my day. From the tip of my toes to my nose to my back, eh? I know I'm in my dreams a lot, but I'm bursting at my seams a lot. Oh, my nose to my heart, eh? Think I'll come into work with a smile, the hope of being happy for a while. Navigating through a fishing area outside of Astoria, Oregon, I believe. And you can see some of the lights. Others aren't coming up on screen, but this is what we're working with. There's a few lights out in the darkness that we have to pinpoint and try to figure out which AIS destination, which AIS target they are on our screen, and try to pinpoint them on our radar as well, just because they're so erratic and they're moving, and some of them don't have AIS or are not popping up on our radar. The fog's rolled in, so now it's hard to know anything. So we're basically just on the radar and the AIS now, and what's directly close in front of us, because we can't really see lights at any sort of distance now. I'm awake after a stressful night for everyone, I assume. I know it's stressful for a couple of the crew on their shifts, on my shift, and at least, yeah, I don't know if my dad was phased, but, you know, we got through that fishing area there. Our radar kind of wasn't working as it was supposed to by the end, and there was fog, and the AIS targets seemed far too many around us for the amount of lights we could see. We kind of just avoided them and did a bunch of turns to get around, but yeah, it was a stressful time. We couldn't really see much. But yeah, it's the start of our second day at sea. We just finished our second night at sea. And we are probably going to be heading into Newport today on the Oregon coast, because there's a low pressure system coming in on Saturday, and you want to go into these bars before the weather gets bad and not after. So if we get into this bar Friday, then the weather changes and goes bad midday Saturday, and then we're probably gonna have to be held up until Tuesday in Newport, which I'm not complaining. It's a coastal city on the Oregon coast. They're usually pretty nice to chill at. I know this one seems pretty interesting, so another consequence of our stressful night last night was that one of our heads got clogged, which is not ideal when you have 5 people in a boat. and the heads are right next to the rear cabins. So if we are limited to one head, then the person in this rear cabin will honestly never sleep, because there's always going to be someone rotating through the washroom.
Okay, it looks like we have a situation. What's happening?
We were hit an outlet pipe that is packed with calcium. We cannot, it's so blocked because we cannot get it off there, so we got to put a new pipe in.
Oh, so Tommy's clearing the hose. Got it strapped in, harnessed in, and he is going to get this pipe sorted out on the head.
Ta-da!
Not yet.
Dad, we're using the swim stick.
Careful, Tavia. Meantime, Alan's cooking us some bacon.
Tomato deluxe.
Can't wait. It's preferable. It was actually a very wise choice. If you stand here, you wouldn't even know what was going on down there in the head.
The plumber's
The plumbers are at work. Hi. What you up to?
Editing videos.
Okay. Good.
The world. Ham's travel journal. It's a
Excellent.
hard path to travel so much, just have so much fun. It's like, it's so difficult.
Yeah. I feel sorry for you. Yeah.
We'll get that way again.